Hey, welcome to my channel where I talk about my dolls, and that's literally it. And in this video, I'm going to be opening two of the Disney dolls by American Girl. It's the Playline version of Rapunzel and the restock of Cinderella. I'm also going to redress them because I don't need them to be the Disney dolls in my collection because I do have other purposes in mind. So let me jump right in with the unboxing first. And because one of them is going to go into Mary Ellen's world, just a forewarning, a little warning ahead of time that I'm going to put her up in the Seaside Diner that a long time ago, I think it was like a month or two ago now, I put together a deluxe version of the two sets, and I never did get around to posting the final version of getting them both set up properly. So this seems like the perfect time to do that, especially because I pulled out Cinderella first. So I guess I'll show her quickly before I unbox her. She's a Josefina mold, so I'm always nervous when I order those online, but I'm in Canada, so I have no choice. However, she does look really good. Like, her eyes look really good. You know what? Her bangs look good, too, because I've seen some pretty floppy ones. And it might have a lot to do with when you take the hairnet out. So I'm going to decide if I'm going to. So anyway, the way I just pop them open like this. And I'm a little bit rough, I've noticed, compared to other people who do unboxings. It's like I have no worry about if they're going to get ruined. But so far, I've had no problems. So this is, as I said, she's going to go into Mary Ellen's world up in the Seaside Diner. She has a sister character I've shown a couple times. And so because of that, I'm going to end up undressing her on camera. I'll think of something to talk about, I'm sure. And I guess I'll take this out and show it to you, even though I don't really care about it. I don't think I'm going to have a purpose for the outfit. I don't know if that means I'll end up parting with it or just keeping it as a Halloween costume or something, because I do dress up my dolls for Halloween. So that's one idea that I can do with it. She looks really good. I'm looking at her on camera, if you're wondering. Let me just pop right here. I'm not going to fly through this quickly. I just want to get to the next doll before I get into the next segment. I'm going to look at her first. Selfish, I know. Okay, she looks good. A little bit off, like her eyes are a little bit off. To me, when it comes to dolls, no matter what I collect, the eyes have always been the most important thing. And I've seen a lot of comparison videos and pictures and posts online about, can you hear that? Every time it does something like that. I've seen a lot of the comparisons to the limited edition doll, and I had no desire for Rapunzel. And this is going to sound a little, I guess, juvenile or petty or something, but because my favorite princess is Tiana from Princess and the Frog, that movie came out 2009, and then Rapunzel Tangled came out 2010. And Princess and the Frog wasn't a very big financial success, even though there was like a lot of her character, the Princess Tiana, was really important to the franchise, like to not the Princess franchise, but to Disney in general. And so it just made people think that, you know, princess movies weren't the thing anymore. They weren't, there was not a real market for it. But then the next year they released this, you know, blonde man, what's the expression? Manic pixie dream girl. And all of a sudden the princess franchise was like reinvigorated. So I think I felt a little like resentment toward her, even though I really liked the movie and I saw it in theater, and like I said, it was enjoying it, laughing along, probably more than the kids were. But then when I saw how she exploded right after my favorite princess didn't do so well, I was just envious or jealous or whatever. All right, so I guess what I wanted to say about her is she has very weird eyes, because she's not going to be Rapunzel in my collection. It's fine, but I don't know why they went with this color, this weird, like, it's like gray, green, blue. I don't think I have another doll with this eye color, but I love freckles and I like her freckle placement. And because she has really long hair, makes her unique. And it's the longest hair doll I will have, because I have no interest, like I said, in the limited edition version. But this doll, I'm going to dress her first because I was waiting for her to restock for so long because I wanted to get her up into Mary Ellen's collection. And so some things to note: she is very, very pale, which everybody would know by now. And because she's a Josefina, her eyes are very like loose and wobbly. so you can pop them into place. And something about the shape of her eye looks different, like the shape of the mold. Is it the paint? No, she has like a different shape of her eye. It's more like it seems to come down, like it comes down in toward the eye, like in toward the center of the eye. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I don't know. I don't have any Josefina mold doll that looks like that. It's nice, it's unique, so I'm not complaining. I'm just noticing. It's very weird. Okay, enough of reactioning on that. I should move on. And as you can see, they had to put this plastic protection around her neck. So I'm like, why? Is this gonna leak dye? Is that why they did that? So I don't know. I guess it's something to keep in mind if you're collecting her, but I would imagine most people know that by now anyhow. And it's taped on. And I didn't bring over any scissors. Oh, it was easy to peel off. And I guess before I start undressing her, I should explain what outfit I want to put her in. It's one of the prototype dresses that someone gifted to me locally. I like it because of the orange and the blue. Orange is my favorite color, and I like it when the way it pops against other bright colors. And because Cinderella's color is blue, I thought, okay, this is the outfit. It wasn't my original intention, but this is now the outfit that's going to go on. But just to make sure not too much of that cloth body is showing, I'm going to throw this like lacy, is this a cardigan? Lacy vest over it. And in the prototype pictures, she had gloves. So I'm taking these from Be Forever Samantha's fancy coat set because she's not wearing it anymore. So I figure, why not? Might as well get use out of it. And I just borrowed Kit's meat shoes from her birthday edition. And also, it's like, I'm telling you this, like prefacing it instead of just doing it. But I have this string of pearls from Michael's. It's like a set that I bought. I think it came with like 7 strings of pearls. And I just have to lose a few of them to make it fit her neck. And then I'll tie that on to just cover that neck joint, because who doesn't love a good neck joint visible? Oh, and another cute thing that you should already know, but I'm just showing that goes well with the outfit, is her earrings. Because she's got the blue earrings in silver, and there's silver on the shoes. So the color story comes together. And if I do keep this outfit around, I think the gloves are like the only thing I would use. And I would say that funnily enough, when it came to the Disney princess world, I always shipped Cinderella and Tiana as best friends, because they both, came from like working class. She had to endure a lot. And, Tiana's the only Disney princess who has like an actual job and has to actually work and at least has dreams or whatever. And also, when it came to the live action movies, I felt so like it was not healthy, the amount of in love I fell with the Disney live action Cinderella. So that's probably why I ended up throwing them together too. I hope these underwear, like the undergarments are okay with this kind of fashion. But you know what? I'm hating looking at that neck joint already, so I've got to like get this on as soon as possible. Oh yeah, I still got to lose a few pearls. I took out a few, but I should have sized it on another doll first to be ready. But I don't prepare. The preparation I make is so minimal, and then I always hate myself for it. But also another thing too about these dolls is they arrived. So I ordered them. It was not Friday of last week, the week before. And I was expecting them to arrive because they shipped the Monday. I was expecting them the Monday of this week. And I had this big video that I did last week of all my dolls, and they were already organized. And so I couldn't, I already had batches set up around my living room of how I was going to introduce them and show them on camera. So when these two arrived, I was like, early. I can't, I didn't know how to, get them unboxed in time, because it was like a store had exploded in here. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to have to continue with the video, the All My Dolls video as planned. And then I wasn't going to say anything. I wanted to, because then it felt like I was lying that I had 114 dolls when I had 116. But that's why I'm kind of like, I've had these boxed up I've had them sitting in here for almost a week now, and I'm finally getting around to opening them up. And I think that's why, if I'm a little unprepared, like what I'm doing right now, taking forever on this necklace, that's why, because I'm just a little eager to see them all done up. And I'm having so much trouble tying this necklace up. All right, here we go. That'll do at least. At least the neck joint isn't totally visible. And let me put this hair, because this is worn as like a headscarf, so I'm thinking if it covers the net anyway. Ooh. Okay. Maybe that's not how it's going to look good on her. Okay, I was on Mary Ellen, and I don't want to take her hair down just yet. Mary Ellen wears it like this, but she has a ponytail, so more bad planning. Can I figure this out somehow? Just wear it as a neckerchief? Okay. She's going to wear it like she's cleaning the house some more. Poor girl never gets a break. But yeah, I'm really astonished at how pale she is. I think she's paler than I am. And a while back, I opened a Maple Lee doll, a secondhand one, so she was really old. And I thought she was the palest doll I would ever see. I want to figure out a better way to put on her headband, or scarf, I guess you would call it. But for now, this is fine. And I'm not feeling the shoes with this outfit. I was actually thinking about if I could keep it like on her with this, but I don't know. I don't think Cinderella was set in the 50s, even though it was a movie from the 50s. However, I think the reason Cinderella suits the 50s world is because, you know, even though the movie was like a period piece when it was made, there was still a lot of like 1950s sensibilities in it. Yeah, her eye shape is so... I haven't seen Josefina eyes like this. Has the mold evolved again? But if so, it's cute. Sorry, let me get on her. It's probably the most important part, covering up this, like, as much of cloth body. Oh, this actually... Sorry. This does bring it together nicely. I haven't tried this outfit on any other doll because I wanted to have, like, my first impression of it be on Cinderella, whose name I'm shortening to Ella because it'd be weird to call her Cinderella when she's, like, a normal... like child-ish, normal-ish, childish. And yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out the scarf. I don't think I will tonight, because it's really late, by the way, if you can't tell by my groggy voice. But really, I could not wait to do this any longer, because it's like, now that the summer's here, it's getting harder to make, to reserve all my free time for this. Not that I don't want to. That's not me sounding resentful in any way. So here she is. Cute, right? So this is Ella. Can't wait to get her put up into Mary Ellen's world. And I can finally show off how my deluxe Seaside Diner came together. Because like I said, it's been at least a month. So listen, I've had so many other videos to do between now and then, and I've had them timed in such a way so that certain videos would land on certain days, because I've realized doing this channel that I'm like a serious numbers person. I'm not an accountant or anything like that, but it's like I want everything to be, I don't know, like make sure this falls on that month and this falls on that day. So, oh, anyway, I should probably shut up and show you the doll. So as you can see, she's got protection here on her arms. It's like, it's not a hard plastic, but it's like so it's a soft plastic, the opposite of hard. And it's taped. So let me just, I didn't bring over any scissors. Oh no, the tape peels off easily. And I'm trying to look around and see. Okay, no, she doesn't have that. To me, she doesn't look like she has a very unique skin tone. Oh good, I actually needed a clear elastic because I want to redo her hair too. Oh, and one thing I've already been warned about, and I've seen other people, I don't know if struggle with is the right word, when they were unboxing, is something I've already noticed about the dolls nowadays is whenever they have some kind of hairpiece, it's put on over the wig, but I'm not keeping this hairpiece on her, so it's fine for me to take it off before I undo her hair. So yeah, so there's like an elastic over the flower clip. So maybe if I brought, there might be something in here I can use. My mini screwdriver. Because I like to save these clear elastics because they're so handy to make your dolls like hold on to things, which means every one I get is in use. So I wouldn't want to cut through this because I can use it. In fact, I might do her hair with this. Okay, so now with the elastic off, I can remove the clip. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to struggle a little bit more there. And so I guess, you know, her hair's so long that they could only give her so much of a hair net. So Here you all go. If you enjoy this sort of thing, I'm just like, get it off. So obviously not as long as limited edition Rapunzel's hair, but it's the longest out of any Playline doll. It has to be. I can't imagine who would have longer hair than this. And because I was planning to do her hair, I brought a comb out. Sorry. It's a lot of hair to manage, so now I'm like, should I have done this on camera? But I like to do everything on camera. It's just easier than editing, I think, is the problem I have. I'm like lazy. But also, I've learned that some people like to see all these things so that they can kind of gauge what it would be like if they ever decided to, I don't know, try on certain outfits on their dolls, or if they wanted to do some hair. And I just wanted to have a little, is it a half ponytail? Is that what we call it? Just a little bit of hair put together on top of her head. Ooh, there's a lot to like, it is a lot to manage. It's like a human, like a little girl's length of hair, but on a small head. So if I don't get it together, like, if it doesn't look really pretty, I'll fix it later, because I noticed that I'm having trouble not knotting the hair. And I'm trying to do it so that you can kind of see what I'm doing, right? So I'm not keeping her name Rapunzel. I'm hoping that when I get her put together, the name Crystal will suit her. Because of the length of her hair, I wanted to name her Crystal after a 1970s, I think she was 1970s, maybe 1980s, country singer named Crystal Gayle, who was famous for having hair down to her feet. And I was very familiar with her growing up because my parents loved country music, and I hated country music. But I do remember being a kid and thinking that she had really pretty long hair because, yeah, I mean, as a little boy who played with dolls, obviously I loved girls with long hair too. And so I think I filled the dead air enough with that. And now I'm just going to hope. Oh, so she's got a lot of little hairs, like little chopped hairs, I guess, to fill out the wig. Oh, maybe I could just pop that into her elastic too. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect for the sake of the video. I just want it to be pulled up in a certain way. Because the outfit I'm putting on, I'm going to put Julie's new... She's not going to be part of Julie's world by any means. That collection I have is very complete. Like, this is a doll I'll probably change around a lot, but just keep the name Crystal because her hair will always be long. So I want to get it kind of put up in the same style that Julie has in the stock photos of this outfit. Because as much as I love this outfit, I haven't really had it on display very much. It's like I've tried it on a few different dolls, so I'm hoping this is going to be the one who, you know, really takes to it. Oh, this poor ponytail, it looks terrible. So you'll have to kind of like humor me when you see it, kind of like squint and pretend it looks nice with the rest of the outfit. But I promise I'll make her look pretty after. And I'm not like, not that I'm feeling rushed. Oh, she looks so precious already, except for these like hairs sticking out all over the place. Okay, this was mean of me to do this to her on camera. Let me give you all a bad impression of Crystal. And yeah, these, I don't know if I'm going to like pull out these short hairs because they're not part of what I see for her. And I don't even think they're necessary. But sometimes I find the doll wigs, you just kind of pull the hairs out to the rest of the length, and they were just like, they're not short. They like, whoop. See, like that one I just did there. And this one, like they're the same length as the hair. They're just kind of stuck inside the wig cap. All right, I've spent enough time on her hair that now I can get to putting this outfit on her. And I'm wondering what her undies will be. What color? Probably purple. It's like one of her signature colors. Oh, pink. Good. Because I wanted them to like match the outfit. Even though you're not going to see them, I was still going to know that they were there. And so, for shorts. And then it's like even though these dolls have cloth bodies, nobody gets offended by seeing them. I've been in doll worlds, let's say, where people get really upset about seeing a doll body. So I do try to be mindful, but I've also been grateful to notice that nobody's really offended. And I don't know if I'm showing you enough of the process. correct foot. I can't tell. Oh no. I think this was the correct foot. You know what? I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put them both on, and then I'm like, it was the wrong foot. Nope, it still looks correct. And I think this outfit could be used in so many ways. Like, it's so versatile. Even though it's a 1970s outfit, I originally had it on Courtney, and I've seen a lot of people do the same. But I think it could be pretty contemporary too, which I've also seen people doing. So that's why I'm not saying she's a 1970s doll. She's going to be like a doll who can wear anything, whatever I feel like in that moment. And in this moment, I feel like putting her in these roller skates that don't want to go on. Nice. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I've had happen before. Oop. Oh, sorry, I don't want... I know it's a silly thing to care about the... Do it this way? Okay, I was doing it upside down, that's why. I was trying to loop the shorter lace over the longer lace. Means this is... I'll do this while I'm here. Ugh. I wish I hadn't told my Rapunzel story in the beginning about why I was so resentful toward her. But truthfully, I don't collect... I used to collect all the Disney princesses. I had my top 5. Rapunzel was never on it. But I see why she's popular. I'm not giving any hate. I'm past my resentment. I feel like in the years since, the other Tiana, for example, has found her love. She's found her place among collectors' hearts. I should have, yeah, I definitely have to move her head because that's a lot of hair to get tangled. That was not on purpose, but it's a lot to get like tangled into the Velcro, I meant. And also, I have my Frozen dolls are ready for me to go pick them up. So I'll be doing that this weekend. I'll be driving to my American address and do an unboxing. I won't be redressing them. I'll just be comparing them to other dolls, but I was just about to say there won't be this. I was going to say similar to this, but without the weird, awkward dead air. Wow, this is exactly how good I was hoping she would look, except for these short hairs. And I don't want them to be too scraggly when I'm showing her first time. So let me just pull out the really bad ones. All right. Oh. I wanted to put her on a doll stand so she won't fall, but I feel like this doll stand isn't perfect isn't ideal for these roller skates. So yeah, I like her name as Crystal. I was either going to call her Crystal or Gail, but to be honest, I'm not fond of her. Whoop. Oh no. It's like, do I want her to stay on the stand, or like, do I want her hair to be pretty, or do I want her not to fall on her face? So I guess I should have held the hair, but I always do everything so like haphazardly. It's like, I feel like I should be doing this toward the camera so you can see how nice it is. All right, let me do that for just a little bit. Oh, and I also don't worry about all these hairs that come out because I think I was trying to say a minute ago that their wigs are usually very full. That usually by the time they're done shedding, they're fine. Depending on how like thick you like your wig to be, of course. Wow. It's like I just want her to look good when I turn it around and show you the length of her hair. So here she is with it down, even though you would have seen it by now, but she's not really like, as I've said, she's not exactly Rapunzel in my collection, so she's almost like, I like Julie, don't get me wrong, but because the hair is so long, it's like she's like a prettier version of Julie. But I do need to fix up that ponytail just a little bit before she like looks her best. So now you can see Cinderella and Rapunzel as Ella and Crystal. And like I said at the beginning of this, I'm going to put Cinderella up in Mary Ellen's world and just go a little bit, like give it a little bit of a tour because I didn't get to show it last time because I was struggling so much with the last final touches on it. So see you again in a second. Okay, so before I get to the Seaside Diner, I just want to do a little close-up of Rapunzel, aka Crystal, who's taken the coveted spot of the middle of my window display because I feel like I wasn't able to get really up close and personal from my table. And one thing I did want to note about this doll, now that I've had a day for her to grow on me, it's the next day now, next night really, I'm not crazy about this eye color. I thought it would be more green, but I would say it's like a steely blue, a gray blue. And I believe it's the same eye color that the Frozen dolls have. The blue is fine on them, but why would they give this to Rapunzel? Not that this doll is Rapunzel, but regardless, I'm thinking of changing her eyes for Tenny eyes, which are among one of my two favorite eye colors. So hopefully in the future I'll be able to do that and then have a reason to showcase her once again. But now, okay, so now that I've given my, day after thoughts on Rapunzel, I'm gonna go to Mary Ellen's Seaside Diner, the deluxe version, after I finally finished it. Okay, so I'm back at the Seaside Diner, the deluxe version. That's now finished. I just want to zoom in on the lights before they turn off because they only go on for, I don't know, about 20 seconds. So this part over here I got to show last time, which is the wall that jumps out or extends out. Got Mikey sitting at the table with Mary Lou at the jukebox in the background. I've added this stool over here because I had two sets that had two bases with the stools. Now this is the main component up here. And I fixed, the last time I showed it, the other booth was right up against this phone booth and people kind of noticed it was funny. Or payphone, not phone booth. And then we've got Mary Jane up at the bakery counter. And over here is the new area. So that doesn't light up because it's part of the old set, but I've just fastened it to the wall with some double-sided tape from IKEA. And I use the stickers to decorate the background. We've got the booth here from the new set, which and I've added the stool from the other base. I tried to use every single piece because if you come back over here to the main component, I've used the base as a wall and the counter as a part of like a sort of continuation of the counter, but just to fill up the space. And back here, I filled in that gap, which was something I was upset I wasn't able to do last time, but now I got everything apart. So it looks kind of complete. I'm just going over this because I'm so proud I want it all to be taken in. And because it took me a really long time to get around to it. See, as I said, the light's already off. So I want to come back over to Ella, the Cinderella doll, and see if I can get closer to her face. You can see the eye shape that I was talking about, where she doesn't really, like, her eyes they're kind of like more almond shaped. I just don't know if I'm getting it on camera. Oh well. I'm still getting used to her like deathly pale skin. But I mean it's not as glaring as it was when I first opened her, but it's still gonna take me a little bit of time. Just because it's, I don't know, new and it's very not jarring. No, I guess it's a little jarring. It's just, oh yeah, and I fixed her scarf. I just wrapped it up like that. I was a big fan of I Love Lucy growing up, and I feel like the women used to wear their hair kind of like that. And there's poor Nenea in the background. I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to display her now, because with this new setup, she's not as visible from the bottom floor. So to anyone who didn't see the video I did before when I put these two together, I've got all the accessories and everything from both sets. And so I have like a lot of doubles of things, like that bell. There's a bell here, and then there's a bell over here for Jody to announce when the food's ready. And I think I might put Ella, stop calling her Cinderella, sitting at the counter. I was going to call it the bar again, but I don't think they would want an American Girl set should have a bar. Yeah, I think that's everything. The jukebox is too far away for me to reach. I've literally moved my table over here and I'm standing on it because it's the only thing that's long enough and can hold my weight because it's a marble top. So I can't reach over there. And I think that's everything I needed to show. It was clear what I showed over here. That you could see that I literally used everything and just sort of transplanted it from what was the old main component of the restaurant, the diner, and just moved it over here to look like it's an extension around the new booth set. I love this set so much. So anyway, I'm just like I'm just talking repetitively now because I'm hoping to take it all in. So to anyone who watched all this, thanks again, and I'll see you soon in the next one.